One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked teams against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will put total rudder to crank us up. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for space. It's Webster. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. Now improvising. He's going to take off. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They'll send the back in motion. Power football with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate, that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. From the 41. Going to the ground. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 25.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The give on the option. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Noles are threatening in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really, really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The Seminoles are flying down the field. DB's right up on the receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to bull his way in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to throw up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Gets it to the back. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Across the 25. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option, the give. Makes a man miss. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Here. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll run it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Picked up 2 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Going for the big play. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work well.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Noles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, give on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Got his man on the outside. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Lucas. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. this drive started from the 29. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To throw, it's Manning. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he had just enough to will that one home. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gets the back moving. Back to pass. It's Manning. Gets open down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass. But when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to the field.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lucas. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, and 2nd down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. To the air on 2nd down. He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Working that wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags a quick pass on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going with the counter play here. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
The give to the tailback. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on.
Turning on the Jets. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Unloads quickly. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up 1st and goal from the 7. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And that one did not work.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Texas! Quick stride through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This drive comes from the 13-yard line. Now on the option. Running to Green. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Caught near the sticks. It's Pittman. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Pulls and fires complete. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. It's caught. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
This time it's complete. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 10, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. Now adjusting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's White. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing.
Going over the top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quick release by the QB.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. Leaves it with the running back. Pick up of 5. It'll be third down and 5. They want to get this defense on its heels. Hand off from the gun. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
Back to pass, it's Castellanos. Rushes on him. Crosses the 30, he's got away. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks, it's first down. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on second down. Grab near the marker. It's White. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Going for 6. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Find some fresh air. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That's the best run of the day for him so far, and he's a guy that looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. He's beginning to wear on this defense a little bit. If you're on offense, you probably want to keep giving him the ball.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's second down.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Got a man. It's Wingo. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Baxter. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off play action. Trying to burn this defensive back. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Texas! Once he got some room, it was over. Game is essentially over right now. You wonder if it's really necessary to jack up the score like this.
It might not be necessary, but it won't be forgotten. I can tell you that, because coaches, they don't forget things like this. Late in games, you want to run the score, get that extra touchdown. I'll get the chance in the future to do this back to you. I like to just keep it in the back of your mind.
He'll bring it out. It's Lucas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.